talk to you a little bit about our Rock Your Jeans challenge that's coming up and why we chose Rock Your Jeans kind of as our thing, and the jeans is the weight loss gauge. The beer today, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It's German beer because I know if I try to pronounce the name, I'll just butcher it. But it's a grapefruit Hefeweizen. The nice thing about this beer is it's only 2.5% ABV. It's about 75 calories. It's really, really good. It's kind of a mix of grapefruit juice and Hefeweizen. It's actually how they mix it together. But it's a nice kind of refreshing beer, especially in the summer. But again, it's not like super high ABV. You're not going to get hammered off of it or anything like that. You basically drink them all day, and again, you're not adding a ton of calories in, so it's got a little more flavor than some of the other low-calorie beers. So with Rock Your Jeans, the goal here is we're using the jeans as a weight loss gauge. So most people, they use the scale, they're just they get hung up on a number and things like that. And we'll see a lot of people that as they're going through and they're working out, they're getting good results, but they're not always hitting the scale number that they have set in their head. And sometimes that number's not even realistic, but yet we'll see them down a size, 2, sometimes 3 sizes in clothes, but their weight's not as low as what they thought it should be or something like that. But their body comp is really good and things like that. They've made drastic changes in their body. So using the jeans, what we do is we have people bring in jeans that are a size to 2 sizes too small, and basically have them try them on, kind of show they had to get them buttoned, and then we hang on to the jeans over the 8 weeks, and then they get to try them on throughout the 8-week period there. And each time that they try them on, we find that they get a little bit closer to getting them buttoned. Maybe they get them buttoned, but they're not quite comfortable yet. But by the end of the 8 weeks, everyone's able to get them buttoned out on and wear them out of here. We've been running this for 8 years, and in 8 years, everyone that finishes, they've always gotten their jeans buttoned. So I'm gonna talk a little bit here next just about what happens in the body and why we see it shrink down, but we don't always see the weight change. So what happens, especially with a new person or a true beginner that just hasn't worked out in a long time or even ever? In the first somewhere from 30 to 90 days, the body's going through a lot of different changes, and a lot of times it'll lose fat but gain muscle at the same rate. So what happens now is, if say I lose 5 pounds of fat, I add 5 pounds of muscle, but my body weight is the same, but I look different, I feel different, my clothes are fitting better and everything. But a lot of people look at it on the scale like, oh, I'm still the same weight, and they're they get depressed about that. Some, they hang in there, others kind of, deflate some and they give up a little bit. So when we totally take weight out of the equation and we just use the jeans, again, that kind of helps that to not happen. It's not to say that people don't weigh themselves and things like that, because I know that they probably do at home. But while they're in here, we don't have them do that. So again, what's happening? There's also there's the gain in muscle and loss of fat kind of at the same time. The other thing that happens, we have some things happening inside the body. We have usually some blood volume that gets increased when we are new to strength training. There's usually some soreness that creates some inflammation and stuff in the body, and all that stuff has some weight to it. But what we like to do is we kind of come up with a net weight loss. So if you lost 5 pounds of fat and you gained 5 pounds of muscle, that's a change of 10 pounds in your body. Say you lost 10 pounds of fat and gained 5 pounds of muscle, it's a change of 15 pounds in your body composition, but the scale's only going to reflect 5 pounds of that. However, that 15-pound drop may be enough to be 2 sizes smaller. It's usually at least going to be 1 size smaller, so we'll see that kind of stuff happen. So again, that's kind of why we do this challenge every year, just to get people to focus a little bit more on how they're feeling, how their clothes are fitting, how they look in the mirror, versus just what their weight is on the scale. Because if those other things are saying everything's good, things are going well, we'll go in the right direction. So here's how the Rock Your Jeans works, and here's what you get with it. So it's an 8-week program. We're starting this on September 15th. That's going to be our kickoff. That's a Saturday. It's at noon. We're going to hand out the booklets. We're going to explain how everything works, and just get all the basic information, so that then on Monday the 17th, you're ready to go. We're ready to get you into the workouts, get you into the program, and kind of moving forward. And then it's all going to wrap up about November 10th, I think, is the final day. Would be the last try on. And this kind of gives us a nice jump start heading into kind of the holiday season with Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all that, when it's a little bit harder to definitely hold weight and not put anything on. So this gives you a jump start on that. And afterwards, our goal is basically just to hold it until the first of the year. So we're going to have the 8 weeks of the program. You get non-members get 2 small groups every week that they can come into. So this is going to be personal training. It's going to be in a small group setting, individualized to you. You also get 2 of our larger group sessions. These include our HIIT classes, our boxing classes, and our cycling classes. Come to 2 a week, pick whichever ones you want. You can also come into the gym as much as you want if you want to do some things on your own. We're recommending 4 workouts max. Each week you're going to meet with a coach to talk about your nutrition, also to kind of hold you accountable, see what you're struggling with, basically just to guide you each week through this. And then you'll have our Rock Your Genes nutrition plan and our Rock Your Genes nutrition journal. For our current members, it's $127 to get in, and for non-members it is $397. We have this posted up on our website under the events. You can go in there and register. You can call in here and register as well. It's on our Facebook page for more information, things like that. But again, we're really excited about it. This is the 8th year we've run this. It's always been successful. It's always been our biggest and most popular challenge. And we hope, if you haven't done this before, that you decide to do it. If you've done it in the past and you looking for a little kickstart, glad to have you back and help you drop 1 to 2 sizes of jeans this fall.